Now we're live.
Now we're live.
Okay,
We're live.
Yes,
Oh.
we're live. We're not live on Instagram yet, but we will be
Okay.
in a minute, okay? I didn't just close that, did I? No. All right, hang on. There we go. Yay.
Okay.
Okay, all good. So many little things to take care of and all of this.
I'm just
yes.
glad it's you taking care of them and not me.
My goodness, right? You were saying you were hot.
Yes, it's warm today.
It is warm. It's especially warm when you're stressed.
That's yes. Yes, it's especially warm when you're stressed. You know, this has been a stressful weekend.
Yes.
We won't go
Yes.
there.
Yeah, so look at you.
Yes, look at me. So I finished it. I'm so thrilled. Yes, it's just what I really hoped it would look like. So it's just, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Ginny is speaking about her Verdon shawl
Melanie Berg.
by Melanie Berg.
Yarns dyed by our very own Nicole. Tea Time Fibers, Earl Grey. So
Beautiful.
see those. And it was the right amount of yarn. That was, both Nicole and I were a little, concerned about how much.
Were you?
Oh, yeah. I almost brought the little pieces left, but I didn't. But my red, there was only like a scooch.
You played yarn chicken.
Yeah. Well, we thought we were playing yarn chicken, and the two grays, when we got down to the final triangle of the, where you were decreasing on each side, that was like, we're going to make it.
I love that part of any project. It's like a raglan,
Yeah,
you're
right.
at that like accelerating decrease.
Right. Yeah. So,
You're accelerating,
yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, you were going from 171 stitches down to 3, right? And you're only taking 1 stitch away each row. So,
Oy,
so that's
shoot me.
168 rows if you think about it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Nicole and I both agreed that when you got down like around 70,
Yeah.
then it got really fast.
Right,
You
right.
could just go like
Right, that's like the size of a sweater or something.
So, but it was when we're going from 170 to 171, and then thank God I got to 160.
I'm going to show Nicole's. So I
show
have
Nicole's
Nicole's here.
Right.
Yours is so beautifully arranged.
Oh well.
All right, so
it's over me. It's just
so where do you start? You start down here, right? Okay, so
start-
this is a big shawl.
It's
This
a
is
big shawl.
Verdon, Verdon by Melanie Berg. And if you don't know Melanie's work, she is amazing. Yeah, truly amazing. All right, so this is a big rectangle. If you did the Melanie Berg talk with us, she talked about these
You
rectangles.
started this corner.
Okay, so you start at this corner,
And
and
so
you've got 2 colors. So down and back with one, down and back with the other in garter stitch.
In garter stitch, right?
Right?
Right.
Hi, Debbie.
And then you start adding this on here. And
Okay,
you-
but where do you start? Do you get to this width?
you are?
Where do you
You're
start
doing
it?
short rows. Yeah, you
Okay,
start
so-
doing short rows.
Oh, you start doing short rows
start
here.
doing short rows here.
Okay, so you get to
Yeah,
a
and you're going-
place, you get to a certain width, and then you start decreasing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right. And then you
Right.
start doing short rows.
You're doing short rows.
Picking up along here.
And this is your darkest of the neutrals and
Right.
your pop.
And your pop, right? And then you do this part here. And again, you're kind of decreasing along here, right? So that you're finishing up this part. You're finishing up the big fat stripes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, which go from the dark to the pop to the pop to the
To the dark,
dark.
back
And then
to
the
the-
pop is in the lace. The lace is in that pop color
Right.
also.
So then you pick up, along the lace. Yeah. So
Debbie is doing this, Debbie Whitehead, and she said, I've just begun the last section after the lace. It is very large. Yes, it is very large.
but you will love it. You will absolutely love it.
So
it's so satisfying when you finally get it done.
I don't think of you as an accessory person, but you
I'm
do
not.
knit a lot of shawls.
I do, right.
You
But
have a lot of shawls.
I have a lot of shawls. I mean, shawls are one of those things that you can just kind of play around with yarn. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's kind of fun.
But this is a no kidding investment of
This
time.
is a no kidding
and-
investment of time.
Yeah.
But I like this so much that
Oh my gosh. Tell us.
I was looking at Melanie Berg's other shawls. And
Okay.
what I like about this is that it's a big, giant rectangle, which you can kind of throw around. I mean, this is going to be something that I would wear rather than just a triangle around my neck. Okay?
It's a garment.
It's a, yeah.
It's
so
a garment. And when I say that garment, when I talk about garment like in the newsletter, I'm talking about something like this.
Yeah.
Because this is a thing you wear on your person. It's
would
part
wear,
of your wardrobe.
I would wear, yes, part of my wardrobe. I would be wearing this on a cooler day, you know,
Right.
not today necessarily.
Instead of a cardigan.
Instead of a cardigan, you know, I'd be, you know, throwing something like this around me
Right.
to keep me, you know, the chill off me. So anyway, it's, you know, it's big enough to be a statement.
Yes.
So
Yes. It's a little bit dramatic too.
well, like probably these colors are, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think a shawl that large
Oh yeah,
is
sure,
dramatic.
Is dramatic.
Whereas something very tiny is really more, it doesn't make a statement.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with tiny shawls, but
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, but what do they call those little neckerchiefs that were kind of popular?
small shawls, they called them.
Yeah, small shawls, but it was more like, they kind of reminded me that they were like a bandana style.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
A lot. Those were like the thing everybody was doing after they had like it was a one skein project.
it was a one skein project,
right?
and it didn't have to be a big skein.
Right.
Yeah,
It had to
was
be a fingering weight,
It
like
had to be a
400.
fingering weight.
Yeah.
But was it actually 400 yards? That went
Yeah,
into one
most of
those?
them were
Okay,
like.
I don't know. I didn't make.
And then
one,
there
so-
were the others that were like 150 yards of happiness. That was really big when they first came in.
Yeah.
Remember those?
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago,
ago,
like
yeah.
2010, 2011.
So, before my time, right?
No, you were on board.
No, I was on board. I'm thinking, that's long enough ago that I remember sweaters. That
It's when I
still
still
wearing
had the La
sweaters, but
Plata shop.
Still, when you still had the La
because
Plata shop.
You
right?
remember Michelle Lightbound
Oh,
was
yes,
doing
she was
all
do-
the
she
small
was-
shawls.
She was doing the small
right?
shawls.
And
Yes,
then
she was.
Color Affection came
Along,
along, and
and
everybody
they
was
was doing
doing,
that,
and that was
yeah.
like a 3 skein project, which was like so big.
yeah.
Right,
So-
but it did. It had a lot of drama.
So at any rate, I thought, if I were going to do another garment, I would go to, since I like this one so much, and the way, I mean, it's garter for the most part, other than the lace, and so it can be kind of mindless at times, which is okay. I mean, a lot of this got knit during baseball games.
I love mindless.
So the lace is not necessarily mindless because it's a 6-stitch repeat. But it was not hard to do.
Barbara says she likes the colors that you have on. Do you want to show those?
Okay, so yes. So it's French vanilla, red carpet, before the storm. Oops, no, I'm sorry, not before the storm. No, yes, this is before the storm. And slate.
No,
It's called slate.
no. This one.
Yeah.
This one goes here.
But it's this one too. See, that's Nicole's.
Oh.
but-
What's this one?
That yeah. See that Nicole used. I picked that one. I pulled that one by mistake. So it's the slate. It's a slate before the storm, red carpet, and French vanilla
Yes. And we had these put together
Yeah.
as kits with a different pop.
with a different pop.
So we did like
There's a purple.
that kind of a really
Red-
pretty
purple.
red purple. There's a kind of a dark teal,
Yes.
Aquarius
Right.
color, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is in Nicole's as well. The slate is in Nicole's. If you look at hers, she's got. See, that's her
Slate.
dark color.
Right,
That's
but
her,
she's got
that's-
something called London Fog.
Yeah. She has the 2 grays, the light gray and the medium gray.
Okay.
And then she has the slate was her red.
Yes. Okay, so these are the colors that are like the original.
Like the original
Right.
that Melanie Berg did. Yes.
Right. Because Nicole is so good at matching
the
color.
colors,
She
yes.
just put
Yeah.
these together. And it's completely different look.
Yes. it
Like
is.
this is very subtle, very elegant.
Right. And if I can pull this out.
And this
so
is
you can
really
see it.
dramatic. Again,
Okay. So
all those,
I mean,
beautiful.
you can see. There we go.
Pull this way.
Got to go over that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
So yeah, I love it. I love it.
Do you like any other shaped shawls?
I have a number of large asymmetric triangles, right, which are good for, in the wintertime. They're not something that I would wear as a, breeze buffer,
Not as a little jacket.
Not as a little jacket kind of thing, but nice in the wintertime. More like wearing a cowl, but an all-day cowl, as opposed to something that you would put around because the weather's cold under your coat. But it's a sort of like a big fat necklace.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but at any rate, I like this as a wrap.
Yes.
This I could think a wrap as opposed to a
Right.
shawl.
Yes. We got this one too that I think is very pretty. This is our sample for the Dream in Color Smooshy Yak. And at first I wasn't sure I was going to like this shape, but I actually do. I'm going to model this on you.
It's a big.
This is like a
triangle.
semicircle
It's
kind
a
of thing.
semicircle, but with points.
Right, but look at what this does for
true.
me. I think this is pretty because you can sort of make a collar.
You can. Yeah.
And this really stays on.
Right.
Right?
And you can do stuff with it. Yeah.
Diane Sharon says, I just came in. What is the name of the shawl kit? It's Verdon, Verdon, like the city in France. Verdon. I'm going to put it in the chat again.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and it takes 4 skeins, right? And we have that in the original.
It's the.
This is the original.
Yes. Right.
And then in the, did you need this one? Or
I need
this one?
slate. I need slate. The dark one.
Yes.
The dark one.
Okay, and in this one.
Right. So
Yeah.
Vanilla wants to come over. So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Barbara says I would make that. Yeah, I think you would really enjoy it, Barbara.
Yeah.
But I think this one's really pretty too.
It has some nice action going on.
Right.
So.
I'm not a huge picot bind off girl, but I think if this were blocked into actual points, I might like it better.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it has its it's supposed to be, it should really be kind of pulled down.
Right.
Each one of
It
these.
probably needs a good
It
blocking.
needs a good blocking, right?
Well, now that we have 2
Now
blocking
that we have
boards
2
at the
blocking
shop,
boards in the shop.
we can
right?
do that.
I mean, okay. And
But
it takes more than one of the colors, right?
It takes a multi and 2 colors.
Oh, 2
and that's the
colors,
thing
right.
about this, is the multis. Like,
right.
did you see these? These
I
are,
looked
we
at
haven't
them.
really played with them too
Yeah,
much.
we haven't had them out
Check
for
this
people to
out.
see, but they're gorgeous.
This is one of my favorite colors. This is called Mermaid Shoes. Any of you who know Dream in Color colors,
Right.
this is one of their most popular colors. It's a really low contrast kind of variegated, which I really like, with those
But
deep.
it's really very, very. It's all the jewel tones at once.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And it even has a little bit of that emerald. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, you've got turquoise and
Right.
amethyst and aquamarine and sapphire and emerald. There's no ruby, really. There is a little
There's a
taupe.
red. There's a reddish color in there, but I'm not sure you get to a real
Not a
true red, real true
ruby
red.
color. But and then you take 2 solids that go with it. So I'm thinking we need to kind of pull together
Center.
because we can see it here.
Yeah.
You know, pull together the solids that go with.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
what else would go with that? Hang on, we
one
have
of the-
so many pretty. Ooh, look at this one. What about this?
Another purple.
Why not?
Yeah, okay.
Go
yeah,
big
'cause
or
there's-
go home.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I like
beautiful.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Somebody out there, write this down.
Yes. Write this down. Okay. This is Mermaid Shoes plus Queen's Lake plus Do Re Mi. That is really pretty. I mean, we'll put some of these together as a kit, but honestly, if this is something you're interested in making, you would be best to call the shop and let us sort of put a few things together and send you photos. Right?
That will give us
That'll
lots of
give
time
us-
to play around with it all.
Yes.
Yeah, this is more subtle.
Yeah, this is more, that's kind of a ginny color.
yeah,
This is maybe more an Ellen
this
color.
Is, yeah, yeah. So,
That's pretty. This one's called Water Dragon.
okay.
And that has a lot of blues
That
in
has
it.
blues and a sort of peachy, sandy color, and because it's this grayish. Yeah.
What color do you think would look good with that? Is there a pink? Is there a pink in there?
There's a peachy color in there. Not so much the bright.
How
pink.
about this peach? This one is from Dream in Color. So this is a new. Oh, I don't like that at
No,
all.
no, that's too strong
bright. That's
against
too
that.
strong.
There's no sort of soft
There has
something
to
in
be.
there in
Well,
the
there's
bottom.
a pink. Pink is not it.
Oh,
You know what? Maybe we should just get all the.
what's that?
Oh
one right
wait,
there?
look
What's
at
that?
this is the one.
Okay.
Yes, that would be really
That'll
pretty.
work with it.
Yes, that's pretty.
Does that move?
That also you could use with
that
this.
one. Oh yeah.
Ooh. All right, Carol, I know you're a blue girl. You could do that. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. That one's pretty. That blue is pretty. This is my favorite part of our job. Do you like this part?
Yeah, we pull all this stuff out and we
There's
play
the
around with
peach
it.
color.
There's a peach color.
Here's a pink.
Here's a pink.
Let's get a pink out.
Let's find. Oh, you know that looks pretty good.
That
with
does
it.
look
That
nice.
does look good. With
Yeah,
that.
you said that
okay.
wasn't
So
gonna look
I
good.
wasn't sure that was going to work, but when you put it right next to it, it does work. And we need something else to go with that. Is there?
Let's
more?
see.
I don't know.
There is. Oh, what about this one?
Where's the? Yeah.
This is pretty. This would go. This is sort of also a semi-solid, but it's got some speckles on it. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think I like. Is there a different? Is there another blue
There is another blue.
or something
There's
that's in
this.
the?
Okay, but this is a little intense,
That's
I think.
intense for it. Is there something that's more in the
We need sort of a yellow.
gold?
Oh, what
gold-
about this?
Gold something?
Ooh, what about,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, you
that
like
might
this
work.
one?
That might work.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
okay.
pretty because that's got that little.
That's got yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
And that keeps that pink. I mean, you know I love pink, but it keeps it from being too sweet,
Yeah. So
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, I like
pretty.
that one.
Okay, so that's Water Dragon plus Peachy Keen plus what's that called?
Pinky.
Pinky. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. We're gonna have to watch this again and see what we pulled. Oh, okay.
What else
Okay,
is down
so
there?
well, these are the solids.
Okay.
Did we pull? Did we look at? We didn't look at that
We
one.
didn't look at this one. No.
Okay, that one's pretty.
So here we go. Anything goes. There you go. Anything goes.
A lot of their colors are named after musicals.
Musicals,
Yeah,
yes.
which is fun.
Again.
I think that would look with this peach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That goes with that one.
That's perfect. And there's also this green. What do you think about this?
Ooh. Oh, yes. Okay. We don't have a green out here yet.
No, we don't. We'll
Okay.
get it out there. Is that too?
Is that going to too much?
Oh, I like this one.
I guess that's what I had pulled before.
Yes,
was
I
that.
like that better.
Yeah.
I like that lots better.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what's this? But wait,
But wait, look, but wait,
but wait.
Oh,
now
okay.
how much would you pay?
But wait, yes. There's more.
Okay, yes. Does that go? No. It could.
Would you know?
You know, that could even go with this.
Yeah.
If you didn't want so much blue. Not this, but
No,
yeah.
no, but
Yeah, you could do that and that. Mm. Yes, very pretty. So, I guess the point is that the possibilities are rather endless. Look at this one.
okay.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
yes.
nice.
And then
You need like a bright pink. Okay, so we have a bright pink, but this is not a
no,
solid.
not-
What about that soft pink? Oh yeah, that's doable.
that's doable.
I like that.
Yep.
Sold, Carol says sold. Which one do you like? We'll be putting these up as kits.
How about that?
I like that too, but I think I like, shocking, I like the pink.
She likes the pink better. Who would have believed? No.
Right, bring out the Ginso knives, right? But wait, If you act now, okay,
Okay.
this is a pretty one.
That's a pretty one.
This
Okay.
one's called Relish the Vote. How
Relish the-
appropriate.
Oh, how yes. Okay.
What have we got with that? That
That's
sort of
good
needs,
beans.
does that need this? Yes, I think it does.
Or is it?
And then also,
Is that better? No. No.
what about
like
this
one.
bright blue? Is that in there? No?
No, but this blue.
It's not
might-
enough.
no, is that- no, definitely we like this one. Right?
Yes, I like that
Like
one a
that
lot.
one. Okay,
Yes.
we got to go with that. And then we
Okay,
gotta
so what else do you see?
What else is
It
in
does have that
there?
little
Has
bit of
that kind
turquoise in
blues,
there.
Yeah, turquoise.
This is very Barbie.
Yes.
Yeah. What about that?
Oh yeah, I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Relish the Vote plus Do Re Mi plus Pinky.
Pinky. Plus pinky.
Okay. Oh, this one's Mary's favorite. This is pretty. This one's called Tucson. This is so striking. Look at that. With that hot pink. And so it's mostly white, but you know, it's one of the few hand dyes that you ever see with black in it. Remember when Tanis was talking about, you were not here.
I wasn't here
She was
for the
talking
color,
about
yeah.
black. She was talking about how it used to be that if you wanted to make black, you had to over dye it with, or you know, mix the colors, and it always had some like bleed through of some base color. But then there was this invention of this darkest black that was a paint that like appeared to disappear, like a black hole. And you know, only certain people were allowed to use it, and you know, I think, I don't know, it got kind of sketchy, kind of ugly. I think you need this blue with this.
Yeah, that blue.
You could do the pink if you
could do
wanted.
the pink with it.
Yeah. You could also do that hot yellow.
What I said, I'm looking.
Oh, that's fun. What do you think? Like that? All right. Burgundy would work. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there is a burgundy
There isn't
in
a
this
burgundy.
pot.
There isn't a burgundy.
This is nice. You know, there is a color of Earl Grey
Yes.
that is
It
that sort of
color.
intense pink. This is our last one. Our last one. But it's pretty, huh? Okay, this one. Do you like green?
Yes, I like emerald greens.
Yes.
I don't like olive greens.
Yes. Fussy.
Yes.
I used to think I didn't like green, but you know, I do. Look at this. That's really, you know, because this color green, this minty green, it's like that pink. It can get too sweet, you know?
Yeah, but see, I like that. I like that green, right? That green right there. If you can see that green, because it's got some blue in it.
Amelia, yes, here we go. Vanta Black. God, I love having such a smart audience. Vanta Black is the paint. Yep, the company restricted who they would sell it to because it was a hazardous material and buyers had to certify that they had a studio equipment to handle it. I love you, Amelia. You are so all over it. Thank you very much. Vanta Black.
Vanta Black.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was a safety issue, but I guess if you're like painting a door with it, you know, or is it a hazardous material?
Was it the odor? That's something that you would, inhale? And
It was a hazardous material. Oh, I guess it must have you have to have a hood or whatever. Yeah, and that's another thing she was talking about at her talk. Tanis Gray was here, was talking about color. She was talking about all of these colors that they used to use back in like hundreds of years ago. They were like toxic materials.
Oh,
and they would use them in food, and they would use them as makeup and lipstick and all this stuff. It's like mercury and... Right?
Yeah.
We just didn't know. We were stupid. Lead in their paint.
Right? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Lead paint was a big thing even until when?
The 60s. Well,
The
I remember when I was too old for Sesame Street, but I was watching it with like kids I was babysitting, and they would always have these public service commercials showing these little babies eating lead paint.
Eating lead paint.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
Right.
I thought, who would eat paint? I obviously didn't have any
You didn't have any
toddlers
kids.
at
You
the
didn't have any
point.
kids,
At that point, I had no idea who would eat lead paint, but now I know. Children put everything in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you put with this? This brighter green?
Maybe the brighter green.
That's a lot of green.
That's a lot of green.
That is a lot of
Maybe-
green. Leaded gas. There you go. Yep, leaded gas. What about that turquoisey?
Turkey. Was that turquoise? Oh, that might work. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, that would work for sure. Yeah, and that would sort of take this down. It goes with, but doesn't appear in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you have to think about when you're mixing colors, right? Your colors have to go together, but not appear in
yeah.
one another. So, which is your favorite?
Which is my favorite.
Yeah.
One of those at the beginning, which had all these lovely jewel tones in
Yes.
it, of course.
And what would you put with that?
It was one of, let's see, I think it was that.
Not
And
that.
no, I think I would go with these.
Yes.
That's what I would do. I would go
Yeah.
with those.
It's hard to argue with those colors.
It's hard to argue with those colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
those would all be very attractive, I think.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Do, re, mi, mermaid shoes, and Queen's Lake. Yeah, very pretty. So Rose likes this emerald, this one. Very pretty. Yes, Ginny likes harmony. I also like harmony. I like low contrast, right? But you can wear high contrast, like that red and white and
Right.
stuff. You get on black and white today.
I have well, I wear black and white all the time.
Yes, often you do.
Often I wear black.
I
and
wear
white.
white and white
You
and
do.
black and black.
And black and black.
Yeah, because I'm a low contrast, right? And that like extends to colors we like in variegated yarn,
Absolutely.
right? And what we wear.
And what we wear.
Right.
What we want to work with.
Right.
What do you want to look? What do you want to be looking at as you're
Right.
working it?
Okay, yes, Ginny. Give us the names again. Okay,
Oh.
mermaid shoes,
Right. Okay.
do, re, mi,
Alrighty.
and
Queen's
Lake.
Queen's Lake.
Right.
Not lace. Lake.
Queen's Lake. Yes. Yes.
So,
Very nice.
Yeah. Those that would be really cool.
Right.
That would be, yes, definitely.
Does everybody know whether they like high contrast or low contrast? Tell me in the chat if you already know. Because there's a reason we do or don't. Did you know that?
No.
A lot of it, and it changes a lot of times as we age. Not with you because you never age, but
Well, that's debatable.
your hair never ages.
My hair doesn't. Well,
No,
yeah,
you have
it
a
actually
few
doesn't.
little
I
bits
have
of gray,
I have gray.
but no, I mean a woman your age, you would normally think that you would have white hair.
Yes,
Yeah, but you don't.
but I don't.
No, but you have
On purpose.
On purpose, you don't.
It's the way it grows.
Right. It's not like you go and have it done
Every once in a while, I tell people it costs me one hell of a lot of money to keep my hair this way.
They know you're lying, don't they?
I don't know.
Don't care, do you?
I don't care.
Okay. So Carol says she likes high contrast. Donna likes high contrast.
Okay, I want to know why. Why?
Okay.
Like, what's the reason? Why am I like this?
Your face is high. Your hair and your skin are high contrast.
Oh, okay.
You have fair skin and very dark hair. My hair and my skin are basically the same color. I can't wear real high contrast because it's too overpowering, right?
Okay.
And you're like not a lot of high contrast doesn't stand up to your dramatic coloring.
Snow White.
Right, exactly. So beautiful, like classically beautiful.
Snow White and Rose Red all in one.
Right. So Rose Red, now Snow White had the black hair and the white skin, and
Right.
Rose Red was,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, she didn't have red hair, but I think she had
No.
very red lips.
yeah, they both had red lips. You know, those fairy tales are really kind of dark in the original.
Particularly Anderson.
Yes, and Grimm's.
Grimm's. Yeah,
Grimm's were very dark.
I mean, his name was Grimm, right?
Well, I think that's where it came from.
Right.
Don't you think that's where the word Grimm came from?
Could be.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience who knows a lot, look that up. Yes, maybe a lot of it is at your winters, but I know that there are blonde winters as well.
Are there blonde winters?
Well, very, very platinum hair. Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
very
if you had, or if you have white hair,
Right.
you could be
Whiter hair. Yeah.
right,
Terry
you could be
Wood is probably a winter
yeah, it could be. Yeah,
with her beautiful white hair. I saw a woman at the hairdresser today getting her hair bleached platinum blonde. And I thought, wow, that's a bold move. But when she left, it looked amazing. It really looked good. And her hair is naturally like your color. So it's a long process.
That's a long process.
I know. But it looked good. She would be a winter, probably. She would. Trying to prepare children. What is this Dream in Color hand-painted yarn? Yes, yes. Okay, let's see what everybody is saying about this, about high contrast, because I did ask them, so let's have a look. Let's see. Oops. Donna, no, wait. Betty, okay, Donna likes high contrast. Betty likes high contrast, I think, also. Oh, I need a new laptop. This thing sucks. Donna likes high contrast. Betty likes high contrast now that I have white hair. There you go.
Okay.
Regina likes high contrast. Carol, high contrast. Rose, depend on the season, mood. Okay. Liz, all right. I think I like higher contrast because my hair is gray. All right, Donna's asking, is this Dream in Color hand-painted yarn? Yes. This is what they call smooshy yak. So the fiber content on this is 80% wool and 10% yak and 10% nylon. And it's 400 yards in 4 ounces. So a little more than 100 grams. It's a little more than 100 grams, right? Feels really nice.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I'm surprised that it doesn't look more gray with the yak in it. Aren't you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, a lot of it, they don't have a whole lot that's just, they played around with this, I think, a little. But, yeah.
I think about some of the other yak blends. All right. Trying to prepare children for death, smallpox, we all fall down. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Carol, it is so funny.
Yeah. Oh, well, all of that stuff was,
Okay, Amelia says, I want to be someone who likes high contrast, but I don't think it is actually what I usually gravitate to. Yeah, because you're a redhead and you have, this lovely strawberry blonde kind of hair and your skin is peaches and cream, so low contrast, You're welcome, Donna. Okay. Amelia says, I like deeply saturated colors. Yes, that's exactly it. It doesn't mean that you can't have dark colors or saturated colors.
It's just that you're going to try and keep things in the same
value or saturation. Yeah. Tana's talked a lot about luminosity and I tried to understand luminosity versus saturation and value. I mean, I understand saturation, but value versus luminosity.
So, given that
I think
I just
hue,
wasn't there,
value, and saturation, I can wrap my head around those.
So, think of luminosity more as some kind of a glow or iridescence or something that's.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, Rose says sheen. Yeah, she had a little picture that showed luminosity going, and it looked to me a lot more like the amount of white that was in something almost.
Oh, okay.
The darker of the same color. Like if you were going, like if you take red and you add white in increasing values, it gets to be pink until it's, white or
Until
whatever.
it's white.
Right.
Well, almost white.
You know what I mean? Oh, if you take white and you add red, you get pink, and then you eventually get red. Right. So I don't know. I need to think about that. Do a little more study. Yeah. What else? The November colors.
The November colors, yes. Talking about all the dyeing and stuff. So Nicole brought these in the other day.
So Rose says sheen, light bounces off.
Right.
Carol says shine.
Right.
Okay.
So
All right. Interesting.
what's kind of fun with these, you know, Nicole comes up with some ideas, and then she brings several mini skeins in, and she kind of throws them on the table.
Yeah, decision time, she says.
And so whoever happens to be here sort of gets to see and venture an opinion.
Yes.
So,
this one is lovely.
Yes, yes. So this is because it's November, right? So this is cornucopia. And
so let's show this. So this,
we
can get
you
it.
can see, turn it around a little so people can see that there is that. See,
there's a beautiful
there's
teal.
the brown and the teal.
But also
and
that
has
plum.
The burgundy color in it, you know.
This is lovely.
So it's really.
And navy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I love this. This teal is.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah,
right?
that's beautiful.
So, and then this was, and actually she said the other day this was her first time. I mean, cornucopia. Okay, you know, we're all familiar with the cornucopia for Thanksgiving.
Right.
You know, sitting there on the Thanksgiving table with all of the fruits and stuff coming out of it. So, but this one, she kind of went a little crazy. This is, oh my gourd.
So tell me in the chat if the name of a yarn color influences your decision to buy it. Have you ever bought a yarn in a color just because the color name made you smile or laugh?
Right. So,
I think this is beautiful.
Yeah. That just gets funny because where I live, there's a park, you know, that's out, you know, down below us, and all summer long, you know, there are kids out there playing in the swing sets and that sort of stuff that are down there, and there's one little girl, I don't know where she's from, you know, but she's there a lot, so she's obviously somewhere in the neighborhood, and I believe her mother has an expression of, oh my God, because this little girl, every now and again, you'll hear, oh my God. So
oh my gourd.
This is oh my gourd. So this one gets me. Is oh my gourd.
This is fun. You know, Nicole's getting a look at that little bit of.
It has a little speckle.
Has a little speckle in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Irina, nice to see you. Carol says she doesn't even look at the name. Rose says she gravitates toward color. Carol says no, it does not impact her decision at all. Okay.
No. But I think it's kind of fun, though. If you pick out the color, you look at the color, and then it probably stays with you a little bit more if it's something that's kind of hit you, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying, oh, yeah, that was that color that I liked instead of, what was that red, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, the colors draw me in, but if the name is super clever, then it definitely influences. Right. Yeah, it kind of clinches it, right?
Yeah.
Kind of clinches it if it's cute. I had not realized how much I like this one. I love this brown and teal together.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Right? And you've got navy in there.
Yeah, navy.
Some of this, I think, happens when the colors come together.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's two people talking about the dyeing that know nothing about it.
We know nothing about it. We know nothing. We only know what Nicole tells us.
Right.
So, all good. And good puns, yes. This will be interesting, is a collaboration between Mad Tosh and Dawn Barker. This will be interesting. I think a good pun is good too. It's very hard. It takes a lot of time to name these yarns.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think a good pun is good too, because you know, we're clever. Knitters are clever, and they appreciate I think they appreciate that cleverness in it. Don't you?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
all good.
One more side aspect to put on there and sort of make it fun.
Yeah. Irina says, I love funky names of yarns. All right, what would you suggest making with the 3 skein kits you are compiling? So this is the project for the 3 skein kits. Yeah. So this is one you could do. Yeah. I mean, obviously this is one that would work, but there are a lot of 3 skein projects. One of my favorite really is Color Affection.
Yes.
That's one of the first and probably one of the best. But this is a nice shape. you know, it
That
sits
color
easily.
affection, that's a Melanie bird too, isn't it?
No,
No,
that
it's
is, who is that? Color affection. Vera, is it Vera Valamokra? I think it is. But yeah, I think this is nice. It would just sort of, and this could be kind of like a little jackety thing.
It could be. Yeah, it's big enough that it will.
Right.
Know,
I like a big shawl.
Right.
Size matters. That one's pretty, but that one is just one color.
That's just one color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That one's boring, Ginny.
no, it has stuff going on. So,
Okay, tell me about it.
okay. Well, it's called Mirkfallon. I have no idea.
Mirkfallon. I should bring this up over here. Let me see if I can find that on Ravelry. Mirkfallon, yes. So tell me why you like that one.
Partly because it's big, and partly because it does have stuff going on with it, and it's not just garter, because you've got these diamonds that are you're working on. So there's a little twisting stuff going on.
Okay, I'm going to share this. I'm going to share that on my share screen. All right, there we go.
But it's just because I like
that is beautiful.
the big shawl. So this is another big shawl.
Yeah, that is lovely, Ginny.
Yeah. So I mean, it has.
Is that a rectangle?
It's a rectangle. Yeah. So she
you're
has
right.
that same kind of.
I take it back. It's not boring.
No, it's not boring. It's not boring. But she does have sort of that same, alternating, stitching. So it's all one color, but it's
Yeah.
it's got stuff happening.
Look, that's the, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that is really pretty. Is that 3 skeins?
let's see. Yeah, it's 1,664 yards, so that's 4 skeins.
4 skeins, yeah, that's a big shawl.
Plus 4 skeins.
Yeah.
So it's about the same size as the other one, right?
Couldn't find the Verdon kits, so open to suggestions. Wait a minute. Okay, well, I'll put a link to the Verdon kit in the chat. I know it's here. Yeah. Hang on.
Sure, it says Verdon.
Yeah. Verdon. All right, I'll have to do that afterward. But yeah. Thank you. This blue is not a color I gravitate to, but
It looks good with your
yeah,
blondes.
it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. So I am making blue. I'm trying to get a little bit away from the pink, and blue is. I'm trying. So I'm doing blue. I am doing this blue, which is a nice color.
It is a nice color.
Would you wear this color?
No. Well, no, yeah, I take it back.
Too pale?
Yes, no, I would wear that color. It's not too pale, but yeah, I would wear that color.
Yeah. I'm excited. I do like this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear this, but I would wear olive. No hurry. Thank you, Deborah. So maybe I should wear more blue, more bright blue.
Or black blue.
I think this is really a good Ginny color. Yeah,
Got that on
very good. So I was wondering if it would be interesting to anybody. I was going to do this at the end of the year and just kind of go through everything that I had finished over the course of the year, all the things that I had knit.
Okay.
Do you think that would be would that be interesting? Would you be interested in seeing kind of a rundown on all the things that I knit in 2024 and my thoughts on them? Tell me in the chat. Let's see. Irina says, I did a Therios shawl by Red Earth Design with 3 skeins. 3 different colors, Irina? 3 different colors? Nice. Okay, so Betty says yes, she would be interested in hearing that. Phyllis says yes, she would be interested in hearing that. Okay. All right. So, okay, yes. All right, so we'll do the recap. The Ludum is taking me forever. I'm sorry, Carol. It's a lot of knitting. It's a lot of knitting. I do a lot of just sort of knitting when I'm not doing anything else because it is so easy. And I'm on the front now. It's 24 inches of 20 inches of stockinette. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then the sleeves are like the same. But it's boring.
Okay.
Yes, all right. Okay, so that's good. All right, what else are we going to talk about tonight? Is there anything else? What's going on in your life?
Going on in my life. Well, we're getting ready for our holiday trips. Because I don't have family here, so
For Thanksgiving.
We're going off to Colorado for Thanksgiving and get to see the newest great-granddaughter,
Yay.
who was born just about 4 weeks ago now.
And her name?
And her name is Ewe Virginia.
Ewe Virginia.
Yeah. So
I love that.
that.
Anybody who doesn't know that Ginny's name is actually Virginia.
I'm not Jenny. I'm not Jennifer. My daughter is Jennifer, but I'm Virginia. And so we're doing that. And we get to see, there are 5 great-grandchildren out there now. So we get out to, we get to see them maybe about twice a year.
Nice.
So
yeah.
So
and then you have FaceTime, right? You do FaceTime a lot.
We do FaceTime, yes, we do.
Right.
Actually, the 6-year-old sometimes just does FaceTime randomly.
We have a regularly scheduled family chat on Saturday afternoons, or evenings. It's 6 o'clock for us, 3 o'clock for Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And I get to see Zoe.
Yeah.
But
So we do talks every now and again, and then at Christmas time we'll be heading up to Massachusetts, and we will see my daughter and son-in-law, and 2 of her kids will be there, and their partners, spouses, whatever. The one, my grandson and his wife, and with the 2 girls who live in Brooklyn, will not be coming up to Massachusetts because her parents are coming from France for the holiday, so they're going to stay in Brooklyn. So.
Nice.
And then, of course, my other granddaughter's in England.
And she's getting married.
Well, she's not getting married until next July, but
It's coming right up.
it's coming right up. Right?
Not like Johnny's
Not
wedding.
like Johnny's wedding. Johnny's wedding's 2 weeks, right? Less
What's
than 2
today?
weeks.
Today
This
is
is when we can have
6. It's exactly 10 days.
10 days, right?
Yeah.
So,
And all the family will be here. Elizabeth
that's good.
and the baby.
I'm looking forward to meeting Zoe.
Yes. It'll be so cute. And Katie's coming for Christmas too. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
She's starting her own. So when my mom was alive, she bought the children each a Christmas ornament. One of those, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a Christmas thing. A thing.
Fancy.
Yeah.
One of those like Polish glass ones, right?
Okay.
She would buy one for each of the children that sort of represented something that was going on in their life right then, right? Which was very sweet. And I told the kids that when they had their own place, I would send them their ornaments. And Katie asked for her ornaments this year. I thought, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And then when I don't have any ornaments left to put on my tree, I'll go and have Christmas with them. Yeah. We won't put up a tree.
Well, we still put up a tree even though we're never there for Christmas. But,
it feels homey when you have the tree in.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta have a tree for Christmas.
Right.
So
You don't put up a real tree.
no, not after the Christmas where we had I'm trying to think, what's the pine that has the real long needles? The spruce. But anyway, my husband decided that would be a really cool Christmas tree, and so we got one of those. This is when we were living in Virginia, right? And we went away for the week, and when we came back, most of the needles had fallen off the tree, and it was my first experience because we had an older home when we lived in New England, and this was a new home that we had purchased in Virginia. Had the vac system.
Oh yes.
Yes.
A built-in vacuum.
A built-in vacuuming system, right? And trying to vacuum up those long needles.
That would have been
with
quite
the long
overwhelming
hose.
For the vacuum system.
Well, I ended up having to sort of lay the hose out across the floor and stomp on it to break up the needles to get them out. So it was like, okay, at the end of that thing, it was like, okay, we go out and we buy a fake tree for the rest of this.
Irina wants you to stop by the Unruly Stitch
Unruly Stitch. Okay.
in Weston, Massachusetts.
In Weston, Massachusetts. Weston. Oh.
Is that near where you are?
I don't think that's going to be. I will look. I think Weston is near Boston. We're going to be in Fall River, which is closer to Newport, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe you and Jennifer can make a
Yeah,
day trip or
okay,
something.
okay, yeah.
Take a field trip.
Take a field trip. Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, Unruly Stitch. Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah, that'd be lots of fun. So, yeah. Well, I think that's all I had. Anything else?
Anything else? No?
Anything else?
Anything else? Anybody have any questions? Anything? No. No.
Okay, let's see. Was Ginny named after the state? Were you named after the state?
No.
What were you named after?
I was just, I think it was a name that my mother liked. Actually, the story that I was told was that my sister was going to be Virginia. My older sister was going to be Virginia, and I was going to be Cynthia. But apparently, my father's mother, my grandmother, and this is why parents-to-be should never talk about possible names for children, right?
Right.
But apparently...
Too much input.
Apparently it was like, what do you mean you're not going to name the child after a relative kind of thing? And her name was Clara. My grandmother's name was Clara. And my mother capitulated and named my sister Claire. So anyway, I became Virginia because that was her name, and my middle name is one of my aunts. So
Elizabeth didn't name her baby after any family member. I named all my kids after family members because that's what we do.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story about the girls, the grandchildren that are in Brooklyn. My granddaughter-in-law, she's French and she's delightful, and she had always said that she was going to have a girl named Charlie. She just liked the name Charlie for a girl. And
Is it I-E or E-Y?
I-E. And so she did have a girl. Her first baby was a girl, and so she was Charlie. And she had said if she had a boy, it was going to be Jack, not John, Jack. So she was going to, those were the two names that she had in mind, were Charlie and Jack. So little girl was born, and Charlie, she was, right? And then 3 years later, she got pregnant again, and it was another girl. So it wasn't going to be Jack. And so there was this whole thing of what was she going to name, or what she going to name?
Her name was Jacqueline.
No, it wasn't that. It was going to be Jack, right?
Right.
So,
but call her Jack.
But like, Ellen has a Zoe, so this was Zoe. So we have a Zoe as well. And
how does she spell it?
Zoe.
Okay.
Zoe. But my husband, in his way, all of the grandchildren, whatever they were, he always would refer to them with a, he would give them a P. He would say, it was Chad P, or it was, Stephen P.
Why?
I don't. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
But he would just add it. He didn't care what their middle name was, but they would have the P on there. So when Zoe was born, and so it was like, so what did you decide? Because there wasn't any, and we were told her name was Zoe Penelope.
Zoe P?
Where did the Penelope come from? And Julie says, well, Dad always calls them by a P anyhow, so we decided to make it official.
Oh my God.
So she is Zoe Penelope.
I like it.
Yeah.
Elizabeth's baby is Zoe Serena.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, where did that name come from? They just liked it.
They just like it. So I think,
My mother would die. She would just die. Okay, Irina wants you to know that it's under an hour drive.
All right.
You should call Irina and tell her to meet you there.
Okay.
Right? We'll meet you there, and you can knit and stuff.
Right.
Right? So that would be fun.
Okay.
All right. Well, next time I think what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Noro magazine. So next
Yes.
week, and I think I might record that ahead of time. No, that's not it. That's not the one that's before
Next.
Thanksgiving. No.
Right. The week.
No, so it'll be live.
It'll be live.
Yeah, we'll do.
Because it'll be you may be a little harried, but at that point.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. So I think we'll go through all of the patterns in the Noro magazine.
Okay.
Because the yarn should be coming soon.
Yeah. Hope so.
We hope so.
Right.
Yeah, we have no
So,
control over that stuff.
uh,
Donna says, according to my mom, I'm really Susan Elizabeth.
There
Okay.
you go.
Susan Elizabeth. Right? Whatever.
Right.
I was either going to be Gretchen or Cynthia. But apparently my father had a girlfriend in Germany named Ellen, and he kept talking about it. My mother's like, okay. Isn't that weird? So there it is. I'm named after some German hussy.
Some German hussy. And probably a very attractive blonde.
Probably. Probably. My father had a thing for blondes for sure. My God. So you like the new Noro magazine? I'm excited. I mean, I think this is the best Noro magazine they've had in several years. I think it really, really is good.
A lot of wearable stuff in there.
Yes. And Donna, I put yours in the mail today. It's actually right here waiting to go out. So here you go. Amelia says, I want to make the shawl on the cover of the new Noro magazine. Yes, and when you get your Noro box, if you signed up for the Noro box, you will have the yarn to make that, so yay. Not necessarily in those colors, but it's one skein of each of the new yarns.
Yes.
Right? So very pretty. Yeah. Fabulous. All right, Carol, you'll get yours. Mary sent a bunch of them out today.
Did she send them out? Did she?
She
send
did.
More?
She got a lot of them out today.
I was working on them last week and just ran out of time.
Yeah.
So
it takes a lot of time.
It does.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. So yay. Oh, you're getting the box. Okay, awesome. Yes, well, you'll see it, Amelia, and you'll be so happy. It'll be on the cover. Yay. All right, so thank you for being with me tonight.
Thank you for asking me, as always.
It's always a pleasure to hang out.
It's so fun. Yeah.
So Ginny and I come in and we start talking. Like, no, can't talk. We have to talk about it. We have to have something to talk about.
Actually, I came in tonight and said, what are we talking about?
I knew we were talking about this. Okay, so we will see you next time. And until then, keep knitting and create something beautiful. Good night.
Good night.